I'm gonna work it out with my family, okay? So yeah, you see me, seeing Blueface, don't be crying, cause like I am chilling. I'm happy.
Good morning, y'all. Top of the AM. Got some real exciting breaking news coming for you real soon. Got that call today. Y'all know what time it is. Somebody's coming home today.
Her family lives in Baltimore. I have no idea what y'all talking about. Her family lives in Baltimore. My son don't know nothing about what y'all talking about. He's working on his healing journey. He don't know nothing what y'all talking about. Blue is not done with Chrisean. He can't probably never be done with Chrisean. He got a whole kid with Chrisean. But if you know Jonathan, like we know Jonathan, leaving him in a cell and going to get a whole new boyfriend or a whole new girlfriend, that was the end of the rainbow. No comment about Blue or Rock. My comment is that I hope that they stay apart, and I hope that they both get the healing that they need so that they can be the best parents that they can be to their children.
Come on, Blaze.
It's a beat for me.
Wah, 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 wah. For your guy, for your B-O-Y. Drop it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Do it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Come on, baby, we are.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl Voodoo Doll TV, Bake, Guido, Quick, Leah, Juice, or whatever the case may be. And we are here discussing Chrisean Rock on the move again. This girl moves more than a U-Haul, I swear. It's almost like she's never settled anywhere. But anyway, we're here to discuss Chrisean's announcement that she will be moving back in with Blueface. Now, some people feel a type of way about this, especially if they are fans of Blueface. They feel like Chrisean is going to bring them down. Karlissa, his mother, actually feels the same way. They literally feel like if Blueface decides to get back with Chrisean, that he's destined to go back to jail. And honestly, I can understand why people think that. Some people believe that Blueface has been getting himself in a lot of trouble due to the women in his life, in particular Chrisean. So some people feel like this will be a move backwards for Blueface. Some people feel like that he's getting himself in trouble and setting himself up for failure. Now, some people think that this is a good thing for Chrisean. Some people are still of the belief that Blueface is the father of Chrisean Jr. So they think that Chrisean is doing what she needs to do in order to make sure that her family stays together. Now, if you're like me and you've been following this situation, most of us believe that Ronnie is the father of Chrisean Jr. I mean, they look alike. The timeline lines up as far as her sleeping with him. And not only that, Ronnie, before his untimely passing, went on this whole media tour talking about why he believed that he was the father of Chrisean Jr. And you know, it sucks that he passed and he wasn't able to get his paternity test. I find it odd, and we all found it odd, that Chrisean ran away from this test. And then the moment this man passed, here she comes posting paternity tests with her and Blue from the show and all types of craziness. And now they're just sticking this whole thing on Blueface, when I never once believed from day one that Blueface was that child's father. Take a look at Ronnie and what he had to say when he's on the line with Karlissa. And here he talks about why he believes he's the father of Chrisean Jr. You guys, check this out.
I personally feel like Zeus manipulated the results to control the narrative. And I personally think that Maury needs to get involved. And I personally think that somebody would be awful sad if they waited until the 18th birthday of Chrisean Jr. to find out that you are not the father.
All right, so you guys heard Ronnie, and he spoke about the test possibly not being real or at least authentic. Blueface spoke about that as well on the show.
I want to focus on the day that you got pregnant. I know we could find out that day out exactly. Go to the doctor and tell you exactly, this is the day you got pregnant. After I weigh in on this scale, we gonna weigh in on your fairy tip. That's what you should be worried about. You should be worried about that pregnant. You should be worried about this lie detector test.
And then even Whack 100 did an interview and he spoke about how the paternity test wasn't even real. Check this out.
I don't get it.
So you think it's fake?
They know it's fake. They called in that the number's real, but the number doesn't match the names. That's the thing they did on Zeus, the bullshit they did on Zeus. The baby was born in September. That test was done in May
Okay.
of 2023.
Well, no, hold on. But DNA. Oh, wait, baby before she was born.
Yeah,
the baby was born. I mean,
that was supposed to be a test they did on the baby while still in the womb. She has
no. They rarely do those types of tests.
Oh, yeah, look at the paperwork. It says May 2023.
Yeah,
the baby's born September 2023.
Yeah, no. Actually, doing a DNA test on a baby in the womb was actually dangerous. You could have essentially.
What I'm
damaged
saying
the baby.
is that test that she put up was the one they were supposed to did in the womb, right? But it's when you call and check it, the numbers is not crossing with the names. Since the baby's been here, this is why Ronnie was upset. She won't give anybody a DNA test, which she has never denied.
So as you can see, that paternity test that Chrisean had been floating around the internet, the one she posted immediately after Ronnie was announced to be unalive, that test had been said to be fake. Even Blueface said it. Blueface says one time on Twitter, "Tell me why I snook and swabbed the baby. DNA test results came in and I'm not the father." Shaking my head, it's a bittersweet feeling because I was coming around to it, but definitely in my best interest. Thank you, Jesus. Then Blueface goes on a podcast where he tells the guy that he's doing a podcast with that he doesn't believe the baby is his, that he actually believed the baby belonged to Ronnie. And we spoke about this many times before, but I just wanted to jog your memory, y'all. Check this out.
I think is the true father of Chrisean Jr. We keep it 100, you know what I'm saying? You my nigga, you know what I mean? So we keep it 100. What do you think?
I think it's her ex, honestly. They've been known to deal longer than we've been known to deal. While we was continuing to deal. I think the baby looks like him, honestly.
You don't think the baby looks nothing like you at all?
What you think?
Man, hey, man, I ain't really looked at the baby like that, like, you know what I'm saying? But I'm going to take your word.
I got kids already, so it's like, you know, I'm expecting something. But it's scientifically proven. It's not my child. Swabbed them. Yeah, swabbed them. I got paid to do that first little issue, so if y'all not paying me, if somebody want to give me $100,000 to post a DNA test, shoot it.
So my thing is, since you did the swap, do we need to pull Maury in and have an actual episode with Maury and put you on there, you know what I'm saying, to let...
So there you have it. Blueface said that he doesn't believe the baby is his. He even spoke about how he was paid to actually do the segment that shows him looking at the paternity test.
Well, I'm trying to read it.
You taking too long, babe. What is the percentage? I thought it was gonna be like, yes, no.
Oh, no, I mean...
Don't be looking at me like that.
I feel like this part. But it's like kind of confusing. The alleged father is not excluded as the biological father of the fetus.
Let me you're the father. Babe, that's me, you're the father.
You see, according to Blueface, Zeus paid him money to shoot this scene where they open this paternity test and he is the father. Now, again, outside of Wax saying that it was fake, outside of other people coming out talking about how the test was fake, we all kind of knew that something wasn't quite right with this DNA test. And then last but not least, Blueface thinks the baby looks like Ronnie and not like him. So all that happened. Unfortunately, Ronnie passed away. And now Chrisean is over there saying that Blueface is the father. Now, I will say this. She had been saying that since the beginning, but she had also been doing a lot of suspicious things, and a lot of things had taken place between now and then that made us believe that Ronnie was the father. But now that Ronnie's out of the way, she can free and clear go run to Blueface. Now, a lot of people are thinking, how is this possible? If Blueface doesn't believe this is his kid, then why would he be moving Chrisean Sr. and Chrisean Jr. back into the crib? And my answer to that, or if I had to guesstimate, it would simply be because it makes money. It literally makes sense. Chrisean is a cash cow and Blueface knows it. She just doesn't know it. So he can make a lot of money if he allows Chrisean and Chrisean Jr. to come back and they play amongst the crowd and make it seem like they're family. I mean, he said it his own self that he was paid to shoot that little portion of the show where they do the paternity test, basically kind of telling us that this is all cap, it's all fake. But either way, people are going to buy into it because everybody's locked in. And in my opinion, Blueface has never had an issue with acting, especially if it makes him money. So if it means he has to go on here and play like he's the father of Junior for the bag, I don't see why he wouldn't do so. And actually, that would make sense as to why he's moving Chrisean back in. Now, one thing I did notice when it comes to this whole Chrisean saga is the girl got more luck than sense. Because Chrisean has been able to commit federal crimes, do all type of crazy, heinous stuff, and somehow she's still able to beat these cases. Now, some speculate it's the clear godfather. Some think that the godfather is actually the biological father, and they think that he's the one getting Chrisean out of all of this crap. And honestly, the way she's been able to evade any type of real consequences for the things that she's done, I'm starting to believe that he's the person that's getting her off all this crap. And also the person making sure that she's free and clear so that she can get with Blueface and do whatever it is that she's been hired allegedly to do. Feds. You get what I'm saying? So I don't know what it is. All I know is the girl has been able to line things up and things have been able to align for her in a way in which it has not been able to align for anybody else. So now she's off probation and she has recently come out and said that she will in fact be getting back with Blueface. And not only is she getting back with Blueface, she's doing it for her family and also she's moving back in. Now, Chrisean originally said she was done with Blueface but only wanted to make up with Karlissa in the family, but it seems a change of heart has happened, and this is what she posted today for Father's Day. But before we get into her announcement about her moving back in, let's get into her saying that she's completely done with Blueface and only wants to make it right with the family for the sake of the kid. Let's take a look.
Never get back with that man again. And it's fine. But we can still all heal together. We can still all get this family thing right. My son can know the other side of his family. Just let me know what y'all think. Y'all fail to realize I do not want to deal with this man no more. So me reaching out to the family to do co-parenting and have the kids coexist for each other healthily and not through a man, that's not me. What am I going to use y'all for? Y'all can come pick up y'all grandson. Y'all can come love on him. Y'all can spend time with him. Point blank period. Like, what am I using? What? Come on now. I'm gonna tell you what's going on for real. Cause y'all know I got receipts. Probably like a month ago, he told me to fight Jaden. We're on the phone arguing. I'm not fighting her. Like, yeah, y'all got me messed up, but at the end of the day, we still like related because our kids. Not like that, but it's like, what am I gonna gain out of fighting Jaden? Like, ultimately, like, what am I really gonna gain fighting her? You feel what I'm saying?
So now that was Chrisean originally about a couple months ago, speaking about how she's broken up with Blueface and how she's only wanting them to be okay with the baby and she want them to be able to pick up the kid. But this is what Chrisean does all the time. Every time Chrisean is upset with Blueface or every time they breaks up, Chrisean will come out, make heinous accusations against Blueface, call him all type of horrible things, wish jail upon him, say she's done with him, say she's never gonna get back with him, and then right when she's in the need, she's right back with him. But I told you guys before, Chrisean does not exist outside of Blueface. She knows that. He knows that. And that's why she continues to run towards him. So her announcement saying that they're back together shouldn't come as a shock to anybody, because if you've been following these two, this is what they do. This is what both of them do. Now, a lot of people aren't happy about it, but it is what it is. Now we just sit back and watch and wait for the next breakup to see how things are going to pan out. And as for Chrisean, I believe that Chrisean is the type of person who believes that if she says something long enough that it'll become true. And I think that's what she's doing with this whole Blueface thing. And I also think that she's capitalizing off the fact that when she gets with Blueface, at least she'll be taken care of, and possibly Junior financially will be taken care of. So it works out for her. But Chrisean has made this announcement. A lot of people are happy about it. A lot of people aren't happy about it. Some people don't care either way. And a lot of us can see right through this and understand what's happening and what's taking place, which is Chrisean is going back to the hand that feeds her, period, point blank. So I was able to pull some clips from some lives where Chrisean is going to come out here and tell us that she's moving back in with Blueface. She also apologizes to Blueface and talks about how she wants her family to work, and that's the reason she's going back with Blueface. We also have Karlissa talking about how she doesn't approve of this and she thinks that this is the worst mistake that Blueface could make. Originally, she was kind of like saying that it wouldn't happen, but now she's seeing that it's inevitable, and now she's kind of coming to terms with it and saying that basically Blueface will probably be making a mistake. And I have to be honest, I agree with her 1,000%. The same person who kicked her out, Blueface's father, he's now announcing after kicking her out on Instagram, he's announcing on Instagram that she's moving back in. It's a whole lot of crap going on this internet, and I want to share it with you guys and let you guys hear it and see what you think about it. So I'm gonna leave these lives with y'all, along with some people from TikTok and their thoughts on this whole situation and them getting back together. But I'm more curious to know what you think about it. Drop down in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, follow me on all platforms, and I'll catch y'all in the next one.
Alright, so as y'all know, I see that I follow my baby dad. I'm gonna work it out with my family, okay? Fuck all the bullshit. Fuck everybody else for real, because everybody just everybody, and that ain't enough for me. So yeah, you see me, Team Blueface, don't be crying, because like, I am chilling. I'm happy. Daddy, I'm coming back on me and the baby. I miss you, just waiting on your call. I love you. And I'm sorry. I'm sorry for everything. And I'm gonna make up for everything. I promise. Daddy, I'm coming back on me and the baby. I miss you, just waiting on your call. I love you. And I'm sorry. I'm sorry for everything. And I'm gonna make up for everything. I promise.
Big, 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 big. Good morning, y'all. Top of the AM. Got some real exciting breaking news coming for you real soon. Got that call today. Y'all know what time it is. Somebody's coming home today. Some of y'all gonna like it, some of y'all not. But hey, bear with it. It's happening. Y'all have a wonderful weekend.
Her family lives in Baltimore. I have no idea what y'all talking about. Her family lives in Baltimore. My son don't know nothing about what y'all talking about. He's working on his healing journey. He don't know nothing what y'all talking about. Jonathan don't know nothing y'all talking about. He working on his healing journey so he could get out and be strong for his children. I don't know nothing about that. And I doubt very seriously that my son would be with somebody that don't want him around his mother. I doubt very seriously that he would even consider that. After all he's been through, after all we've been through, my son would never consider being with somebody that didn't want his mother around. I have to be around to help him with his children. So that would never work. The bitch that win is the bitch that's solid, that's not thinking about that shit, that's taking that time to work on herself. Okay? That's who gonna beat y'all out. Angela over there working on building her own kingdom. She over there working on building her own money, saving her own money, building her own shit just in case John's shit don't work. That's what you're supposed to be doing. And you don't need another nigga to do that. Because that's just gonna get in your way. And that's why she gonna beat y'all out. That's why. I'm not saying that she's my favorite pick. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying I'm watching everybody's movement. I'm watching everybody's movement. And whether or not somebody is gonna be with you or not when they down, that's not the time to decide. You gotta wait. You have to wait and have your own patience. She about to beat y'all out, all of y'all. And I'm not saying that's my favorite pick. I'm not saying none of them is my favorite pick. I'm just saying the way she moving, she gonna beat some of y'all out. Y'all gonna look up and she ain't got no kids. She make good money. She ain't looking for Tom, Dick, and Harry. And whether John be with her or not, guess what? She's still gonna have her own bag. So y'all out here running around trying to get all of these special attentions. It's money to be made out here. It's y'all kids y'all got to take care of. No comment about Blue or Rock. My comment is that I hope that they stay apart, and I hope that they both get the healing that they need so that they can be the best parents that they can be to their children. I think whatever is best for your kids. I told them I had to give up a lot too. I had to give up all the niggas I wanted to be with. Them street niggas, y'all know which ones we like. But I'm talking about when I was in my 30s and I wanted to be with, a crazy person or a person that didn't have them all. Y'all know what I'm talking about because we attracted to them lunatics. So I understand what my son is going through. However, you have 3 children, young man. You need to stay the away from around anybody that's not moving correctly at all times, okay? Because you can't go around and miss just 2 whole years of your kid's life. This is shenanigans. And although my kid said I was such a mother, I didn't miss a fucking day. You shouldn't be trying to be with no man and it might cause a problem or a reaction or whatever the case may be to have him back in a situation to where he can't finish raising his kids. Even your family is up right now for even allowing you to come down here babysitting for you to do this type of shit. They should have you into some kind of classes. I'm telling you, if Jonathan get out and he on his left foot, I'm going to call the law myself. Okay? I'm not fixing to let Jonathan get in no more trouble. I'm not fixing to let Jonathan get off on not being no daddy and none of this. So if any of this gets in the way of that, just know I'm with him either. I love my son dearly, but I love my grandkids more, and I'm just sorry to have to tell y'all that. I love my son with all my heart, but I love his kids more than I love him. Somebody let that mother know. Okay? It's them or nothing. But just jumping over here and jumping over there and not being stable is not giving me comfort to know that my child gonna come home to a stable environment. So no, ma'am, I'm not for it. And it don't got nothing to do with me personally. It don't have nothing to do with our relationship. I don't care who my kids be with. I definitely don't want them to be with nobody that don't want me around. I don't. But if that's what they choose and it's safe and she just don't like me, that's their business. I see him the way I've been seeing him, okay? But if he ain't learned no lesson, I can't do nothing for him. This is somebody that called me a bitch just last month and told me I should be scared. No, ma'am, I'm not in agreement to none of this. Because I don't think anybody in their 20s should be calling anybody in their 50s no bitch. I don't care if I say something you don't like. I don't care if I talk about your mammy and your daddy. If you trying to be with one of my kids, you need to learn to shut up and do what I say. Because I'm the one that's going to pull up when you can't pull up and make sure your shit's straight, your kid's shit straight, everybody's shit straight. I'm not just going to cuss you out for no reason. Y'all got life all twisted up like me and her just fell out for no reason.
No, we didn't fall out for no reason. We fell out because ain't no respect there. We fell out because there's not enough respect within. What's wrong with y'all? Y'all young people need to get yourself together. People need to go get really healed. Not that 15-minute church shit. Go work on yourself like each of us are working on ourselves. Okay? That church shit is nice. It's all nice and dandy, but that's not how you heal yourself. You have to work on yourself when you leave church. You have to work on yourself before you go to church. And then you got to work on yourself some more with them white people. You got to go do them exercises. You got to go do all of that shit, okay? To avoid any more situations. So no, ma'am, I would never be in agreement for any one of my kids doing anything unhealthy that's going to bother or affect the way that their kids is raised. No, ma'am. I just can't do it. That was the whole problem then. That's the whole problem now. If he called me and tell me, mama, I'm with so-and-so, and I don't think it's a good fit for his children or his safety or his life, I'm going to get put off the call, and they probably ain't going to let me get back on the call because I'm going to say what I got to say.
I don't know if Blueface and Chrisean really love each other, they really hate each other, or they really just love the attention of the internet. But now Chrisean states that she loves Blue and that she is sorry for whatever she have done. Now y'all know Blue should be finna get out sometime soon, and now him and his mama finna go back to beefing because the mama don't like Chrisean. The whole situation as a family is messy. Like it's really messy. But I just feel like, are they toxic together or is it just for the internet? We don't know. But baby, this ain't the type of love neither one of y'all need because the baby's involved. And everybody gonna get hurt, and it's just not a good thing when we see y'all together. 1 minute is so much love, the next minute just like I hate you, I hate you, I hate you. Like that's the type of toxicity that nobody should want. I used to really feel sorry for Chrisean because I was like, I can see myself in her, like her loyalty to the man that's probably no good for her. But at some point, it might be Chrisean that is the one that's not. You know what I'm saying? That is toxic just as well. It might be on both parties because it's not just the one. Because 1 minute you love the Lord and 1 minute you love Blue. Like I'm confused. But y'all know what to do. Get in the comments. Let's go. But yeah, Chrisean say she want her man back, and just to show Blue gonna go back. Y'all know what to do. Let's go.
Chrisean got up here and asked for help publicly because I knew that she went to Karlissa in those DMs and Karlissa wasn't responding. So she went publicly and said, I need y'all help with him, okay? Because she done pushed her family away. She done pushed people that she love away. And she now knows that she needs a community because that baby, she done ruined. She done ruined that poor little fella. Like, at the end of the day, you should know that as a mother, you have to take care of your responsibilities. You first, not anybody else, but you got on this internet asking for help. Karlissa responded. Karlissa finally responded, y'all, and said, no, I'm not going to help you. And Chrisean also asked Jaden. Jaden had not said anything, but Karlissa said, no, I'm not going to help you. I'm not going to come around you and do none of that because you done dragged her name in the mud. You done helped get her son in jail, okay? She can't even speak about the situation because the whole politician and Ronnie situation, because she knows what can happen. So she just like, okay, I'm going to step back. I'm not going to deal with you. I don't want to deal with you. There's no point. Because 1 minute you want to be kiki ha-ha with her, and the next minute you want to be talking about her.
I'm so over Chrisean. She recently made a video saying how she is only focused on getting back with Blueface, who is currently incarcerated.
I see that I follow my baby dad. I'm going to work it out with my family.
I know that she was previously dealing with a basketball player by the name of Figgy, but it's looking like their romance was short-lived because she hopped on social media crying about wanting to get back with her baby daddy. I'm surprised Chrisean is crying about wanting to get back with Blueface, especially considering the fact Blueface's dad posted multiple videos kicking Chrisean out of Blueface's house. First, he packed up her stuff and put it in the garage, turned over all their family pictures, and then a couple of months later, after Chrisean failed to respond to her stuff being in the garage, he packed it up and sent it to storage. For somebody to literally do you like that from prison and you still wanted to go back to them is literally insane, but not surprising, especially considering all the things that these two have been through in the public eye. Personally, I feel like Blueface brings out the worst in Chrisean. First met, she was slim and trim and she was an athlete. Now she is doing this and doing that and seems like she cannot get her life in order. Though she has given her life to Christ, goes to church frequently, it still seems like she is easily swayed off of her path. Blueface gets out later this year and it's looking like Chrisean wants to be there for him when he gets home. I'm curious to know what y'all think regarding this. Are y'all here for Blueface and Chrisean getting back together, or do you think they should stay apart? Let me know down in the comments, y'all. Peace.
Have anybody else noticed that Chrisean Jr. still is non-verbal and she still haven't got him treated for it? Like, that was at church and like he could barely control his head and stuff. Like, the level of infant development he is lacking is sad and hard to watch. I feel like that she need to go get that baby checked and get him treated. It's nothing wrong if he have a problem, but I feel as though she need to get him treated for it. For y'all that saying y'all don't see it, y'all lying, because look at Halo. Mind y'all, Halo is younger than Chrisean Jr. Halo is doing so much more than Chrisean Jr. Halo can walk all that. Chrisean Jr. cannot do that. He could barely hold his head up. He cannot even sit up or walk on his own. And he's still drinking out a bottle. At that age, he should at least be on a sippy cup, or at least trying a sippy cup, you know? But we all seen while she was pregnant. We all seen how she was in the club drinking and stuff while she was pregnant. We all seen how she was talking about getting an abortion at 6, almost 7 months pregnant. We all seen all this firsthand. And I honestly do feel sorry for Chrisean Jr.
Mr. Carroll, how you give the voodoo doll time to talk? I don't get no fucking time to talk.
Who the voodoo doll is?
The nigga you just had up here.